37% is a high unemployment figure for individuals who are blind, but it's typical across the nation, and which is one of the reasons why we decided to host a job fair hiring event in Massachusetts, so that we could impact that unemployment rate and give individuals who are blind an opportunity to learn about what types of employment is available here in the Commonwealth and to match their skill sets to those types of needs that employers in Massachusetts have.
And another way that the Mass Commission is working to meet these needs is the internship program that you launched. And it's now 7 years, and Louis and Joseph were both members of that internship program. So let me start with you, Louis. How did you get connected with the internship program?
I tried to start to go to college. Went to ACI. The commission helped me pay for my tuition because it was really high. I would never be able to afford it if it wasn't for the commission. And through my last year of college, they told me that there was an internship program that I can do and help get on my feet. So when I start my own business, I don't have to have someone, constantly tell me what to do.
So do you feel like the skills that you learned through the internship program kind of helped you connect the pieces so that you could start that business?
Yeah, it helped me a lot. In ACI, I did the whole testing center. I ran all the wire, did all the computers, set up the server for, the firewall and everything. And now I can go and do that at my own school and my own job. I also set up things for like the Latino Chamber of Commerce. I did all the wiring and networking for their building as well, using what I learned at the internship during the internship. So.
Great. And now, Joseph, you worked with the Springfield City Council, right?
Yes.
So what was that process like for you?
Well, that was this past summer, and that was great. I got to work on a bunch of issues. I worked on the biomass plant that they were going to put here in Springfield, and some of the cyber cafes. It was good to. I'm getting my master's of public administration, so it was good to see how government works kind of on a local level.
And Ron, you are new to this position with the Mass Commission for the Blind. You're here directing the Springfield region. What's this involvement in the program been like for you so far?
I would say in a word, inspirational, really. My first introduction to working with the Mass Commission consumers was at the internship award ceremony in Boston, where I saw 68 college students from across the Commonwealth be acknowledged for successfully completing a summer internship in a wide variety of fields. And I was just so inspired by that I transitioned from working as a college career development administrator to trying to provide some of the same services to folks who really could benefit from some of the areas I've worked in over the years. So it's really been remarkable. I love every minute of it.
So now, Janet, with this internship program, how is it helping to bridge the gap? Because I was doing my research for this, about some of the challenges that blind people face in becoming employed, some of the obstacles they need to overcome. How are you helping to sort of bridge that gap and help people to overcome those obstacles?
Well, one of the ways that we really feel is imperative for our consumers to have an early work experience. So having an internship opportunity is unique to the blind community in itself. When the rest of the community, typically individuals who are young, have an opportunity to acquire job skills by participating in internships, whether they're working as a newspaper delivery person or working as a babysitter, or working
kind of standard fare for all those folks, right?
Absolutely, and that's not typical experiences for individuals who are blind. So creating this internship experience for our consumers really does give them that opportunity to have an early work experience. But what also is unique about it is that we don't actually select the internship experience for our consumers. They tell us, and they identify their career paths, and they tell us what kind of career experience they're interested in. And so some of them may be college students, some of them may have had previous work histories. What's important to us is that we match their skills and abilities to their area of interest and their future career goals. And so we identify employers who need a match also
And so the program has been going on for about 7 years now, right?
It's actually 8 years. Yeah, we just actually concluded our 8th year of our internship program.
Have you been able to track any of the folks who are involved in the program to find out if, in fact, it helped them land jobs in the careers they were interested in?
We have, and we're in the process, since we just concluded our 8th closing ceremony of our consumers, of collecting that data. But we, as of 2010, had an 80% success rate in terms of making sure that individuals who were in our internship program are on track for employment or have actually received employment. And so we're very proud of that fact. And actually, in addition to that, it's been so successful that 8 states to date have replicated our program.
I was just about to ask that because it's really innovative for Massachusetts to have this program. So there are, in fact, other states picking up the great idea and running with it?
Yeah, absolutely. Locally here in New England, we just worked with the state of Maine, who is in the process now of developing their own internship program, which is modeled after our internship program, but it will be customized and individualized to the types of industries and employers that are available in the state of Maine.
That's great. So Ron, when you're working with businesses or potential people who are going to work with your consumers, are there challenges that you need to help them to overcome? Because I was reading about some employers have this misconception that they're going to have to put in new technology, they won't be able to afford it.
Right. There are challenges, but we are, much like your logo, which I love, connecting point with the bullet moving back and forth from right to left. We're constantly moving to meet the needs of the employers. In every case, the worker is supported with assistive technology to adapt the job to meet their needs, so they'll be just as successful as a typical employee. So we're able to go into the workplace, assess the needs, and address those needs by supplying again, the tools that are necessary to be mutually successful, both the employee and the employer. And
so, Joseph, when you worked with the Springfield City Council, did you find that that worked out well for you in terms of the commission coming in and looking at your workspace?
It was kind of a non-typical internship because I worked with Councilor Tim Allen, and he doesn't really have like an office.
Right.
So I would have my own laptop and my own equipment that I could bring with me and work with him in different areas. I would have, I had it already.
So how did it work for you? Did you need to have a workspace assessed?
I worked a lot of freehand. Originally, I got a laptop from the commission in Blind before I started school, so that also helped a lot. I didn't have to go out and spend money that I didn't have to buy a laptop. And doing that, I could take notes and take everything with me on the go. In the laptop, I won't have to go call somebody or ask somebody for help. I could just look it up on my own.
So again, that independence.
Yeah.
And that's something that the commission works overall to address, right, Janet?
Absolutely. And, times have changed. Technology has become an incredible equalizer for many of our consumers. And so you're hearing from Lewis, who's wiring and doing all kinds of electronic and has started his own business as a result of his previous internship experiences. So technology has really been able to leverage the ability of our consumers not only to be independent, but to be productive citizens in the Commonwealth. So that is absolutely our goal. But we also recognize that our employers are our dual customer. And so we see the need for our agency to partner with employers so that we can also assist them with helping to integrate individuals into their companies. And we know that our consumers can be qualified candidates who can make a difference in their workplace as well.
And at the front end of these internships, we are able to offer financial support to provide stipends to the interns. So there's no financial outlay at the beginning for employers. And if it works and the intern does a great job, we're hoping that the employer then take them as a new hire.
Excellent. Great. Well, I appreciate the 4 of you coming in today. And Janet, remind me of your dog's name again?
Osborne.
He has been perfectly well behaved.
Thank you very much. He's
My
a good
thanks.
boy.
He is. My thanks to all of you.